Hello and welcome to this podcast edition of Sam's Alternatives with me, Sam. Episode 54. Shortly I'll be chatting to Rhys from Melbourne Death Metal band Pendle Hill. A few things happening over the next couple of weeks, including interviews. So Tuesday the 13th of January, Seek Misery. Then Sunday the 18th of January we have Virtues. Saturday the 24th of January is Run Your Mouth. Sunday the 1st of February is New Age. Thursday the 12th of February is Dead Skin. We've got Tuesday the 17th of February is In the Esky. Sunday the 22nd of February will be the Cooler Bars. Sunday the 1st of March is Greedy Bunch of Parasites. Saturday the 7th of March is Grimlock. Tuesday the 10th of March is Sheepdog Inc. And then of course Sunday the 15th of March is Swords Bros. Lots of gigs coming up, including tomorrow night or tonight when this gets uploaded. Of course, it's Singing Bird Studios. I know it's going to be a warm day, but what a lineup this is. All ages event, might I add. Nicolas Cage Fighter, Virtues, Iocast Day. Also Cultist, False Dichotomy, and of course, Bitter Kind. Then on Saturday at the Evelyn Hotel, funnily enough, the same tour with, of course, Nicolas Cage Fighter, Virtues, Iocast Day, and also Cultists. Then on the 17th of January at Stay Gold, Outcast Festival 2026, we've got Machine on a Break, we've got Verona Lights, we've also got Silent Lakes that replace Space Goat, Jupiter the Giant, Iron Sky, Anna, and of course, I've missed a band there. I've got to look at my notes. No, I haven't said everyone. Destroy Fear, was the other band playing that gig. There's a whole heap of gigs happening. There's a whole heap of stuff happening. It's been very warm weather-wise. Tomorrow I'll be off to Frankston, going down for the day and then staying at my cousin's tomorrow night after the gig. Something else happening tomorrow. Yes, for those that aren't aware of it, it is my actual birthday. Turning 40 tomorrow, so it'll be a good day and catching up with family for breakfast, and then of course going down to Frankston around about 12 o'clock, planning to get to Singing Bird about 20 past 4, because for those that don't know, it is an early start doors wise for tomorrow's gig at Singing Bird in Frankston. It's 4:30 doors. Obsolete Music, run by Tim Knowles, of course, who has put on the best shows the last 12 months or so. I haven't been to a bad show that Obsolete Music have put on, and I get the feeling this is just going to be as good as the other gigs, if not better, because that is a sick lineup. I'm a massive fan of all 6 bands. Iocast Day are the only band on that very lineup I haven't seen, because I've seen False Dichotomy, I've seen Bitter Kind, I've also seen Nicolas Cage Fighter, Virtues, and Cultists, some of them multiple times. I think Bitter Kind, this might be the 4th time I've seen them. Nicolas Cage Fighter, I think it's the 5th time. Virtues I've seen once, and Cultists I've seen a couple of times. They're all awesome bands, and really looking forward to the gig and catching up with some of the members of the band as well. How is everyone doing? I mean, the weather yesterday was quite hot. And of course, Friday is going to be even worse. Thankfully, tomorrow evening, Friday evening, should I mention, the weather is meant to drop. Like, there's meant to be a cool change with rain and wind, and it drops to like 23, 24, sort of around 8 p.m, I believe. So, yeah. But stay cool, make sure you stay hydrated, check on your neighbours, your family, friends. Yep, it's very, very important, because this time of year in summer, it can get very warm, and we have seen what yesterday was like, 38, 39. Tomorrow is pretty much meant to be the same. So another band I have seen multiple times, and they're playing a couple of shows in the next week or so too, Pendle Hill. I've seen them 3 times. They're playing Traralgon at the Traralgon Bistro and Bar with Common Evil, All Monsters Are Human. Rhys is in the lobby. I'll let Rhys in. I knew that would happen when I mentioned this a couple of weeks when the gig happens, and you come into the lobby when I was about to mention it.
Oh, that's so crazy. What a cool winky dink, they might
Is that
say.
were you reading my mind, Rhys? Is there some way you can tell me what the lottery numbers are for the next week or so?
Nah, man. But all I can say is that we are universally connected.
Okay.
See
uh,
you. I hear you in the stars, man.
Hear me in the stars, all right? This is getting a bit creepy before the interview started already.
I get that a lot. Yeah.
uh, oh, no,
It gets a bit
no.
creepy.
Of course, I know, Rhys. We've met multiple times at your
Yeah.
gigs in Pendle Hill or at other gigs as well.
Yeah, it's been really nice seeing you every time, man. We're always gonna have a good chat.
Yeah, and I'm a huge Pendle Hill fan and love
Oh,
your music. I love the Familiar, which I went back today and listened to the EP because my theory is you've got to listen to the latest release of the band's music. I think it's disrespectful if you don't before an interview.
yeah, that makes sense, right? You got to know what you interview, right? You got to know who you're interviewing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get you. But no, it's
because
nice to hear that you're listening.
yeah, and well, Bind and Ritual both made that big countdown I did a couple of weeks ago as well.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
No,
Oh, that's nice. I love that.
and I mean, the whole EP is amazing. I mean, you worked with Ralph Brown, of course, from Without
Good
Belief,
man.
and at one stage as well. Sorry, in Vanity as well, should I mention?
Yeah, that was a good band. Yeah, and Vanity. Gotta not can't not mention them.
No. But haven't they all just gone on to bigger things though? Like, I mean, Fall Weather for Marcus is
Mm,
huge at the moment.
yeah. It's fucking cool. You know what? When I first met Marcus, I didn't even know he was in Vanity at all. I just actually I ended up finding out through a friend of mine. I guess I was just talking I was having a chat with him at a gig. He's a good guy. We like Marcus.
Yeah.
Absolute
Well,
mad dog.
here's a bit of an interesting backstory on Fall Weather. So, Brad is it Bradley or Cullen? It's one of the members. I think it might be Bradley.
Mm.
His partner actually used to work at my workplace in Warrigal.
No way. What are the what?
Like,
What are the chances?
I'm actually being serious, Reese. I'm like,
That's
come to
crazy.
the Fall Weather gig, and Bradley's talking to this person, and I say, "Oh, hi, such and such," and he's like, "How the hell do you know my partner?" I'm like, "Long story short,
It's so funny how life can be like that, especially when, Warrigal's so far from Melbourne, man. It's so crazy to see you at the gigs. No, I'm just like, how are you getting here? What? It's insane. So
now,
like it's really cool to see like a connection, someone from so far away, someone so close as well, you know?
now for those that haven't read my Facebook post, and I didn't want to do this, but I am actually taking a little bit of a back step from live music. Still attending gigs in 2026. Don't worry about that. I'll be at gigs. It's just
Beautiful.
money and traveling might be the two.
Dude, you're telling me I'm got a gig in Traralgon on the 22nd, and oh, I'm like dreading the travel, man. Like I ain't gonna lie, like yeah, for sure. Like I love playing gigs and everything, but fuck, dude, it is exhausting. It's fucked. Like, last gig we played, we had band practice the night before, and oh my God, I think I got 3 hours sleep a night, including with work all the way through. Like we got through the third song on the last set, and it was an hour and a half set. And I was already gone. I was just like, get me off this stage, please. Like trying my best to keep the effort going. I was pushing so fucking hard, actually. It's ridiculous how hard I was pushing. Yeah. Afterwards, I was beat. Absolutely beat. I was like, thank God.
I don't know how bands do it, Reese. I'd be up on stage and like, all right, 5 minutes, I'm done.
Oh no, literally, honestly, it's really not fucking easy. Like, this last 3 years has been absolutely crazy when it comes to the grind of trying to balance work, you're trying to balance life, and you're trying to balance the band. And yeah, it's stir fucking crazy. It's not easy, man. It's really taxing, and you're overall energy every day and money. Absolutely. I don't make much money.
Oh,
And I'm on a mortgage, which is like fair. I'm pretty set for life, but oh man, yeah, it sucks. To like be living on scraps.
if only Spotify paid more, but that's another story for another time, I think.
Yeah, well, that's it, right? Spotify's not too bad. We love Spotify, but what a game to play to try to get your music out in that saturated, um, saturated market of so much music. AI is coming through a lot now. A lot of bands are having AI, um, like artists take their name and have like fake singles or even albums out. It's insane.
So wrong on so many
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, it's kind of fun. There's a few AI songs that I dig because it's just funny and not to be taken seriously. But that's the thing. Like, if you want to make a serious song, don't use AI. Don't. Like, there's nothing better than listening to music where it's natural, you know, not so robotic.
Unfortunately, we're going down the path of AI with a lot of stuff now, and it's already being seen in schools, in some restaurants in Victoria I've been
Yeah.
to, where they just use robots to take your dishes
Mm.
away and do all that. It's
Mm. It's really funny you mentioned schools because I was watching an episode of South Park where there was a few kids using ChatGPT to do their essays. And then like, all the teachers are like, oh my God, this is amazing. But someone uses it and then they're like, teacher, someone's flunking their grades. They start doing really good, and all the kids are like, excuse me? Are you also using AI? We're not supposed to do it at the same time. We're supposed to be doing this smart. Well, like, messaging your girlfriend and just like, putting the message into the chat GPT and then replying with what GPT is telling you to reply with. You don't need your brain anymore.
Oh, it's so funny when you hear sort of like they're trying to repeat what you've said or they're trying to read out the message. Mum's got a car with a in Savman thing and it says back all the messages if it's a text message.
Oh,
And
yeah.
when my brother sends a text message, it says hi Latch. His name's Lock, so it's not Lock, it's Latch.
Oh my God. See, robots can't even get names right. That's funny. Like, I could not imagine. Oh, I think I've heard it. It says my name weird. It's like Rhys, Rhys.
Right, that sounds.
Pretty funny.
Well, they couldn't stuff up Sam, I wouldn't think.
Nah,
Well,
Sam's a pretty straightforward, good name. Like, yeah, pretty easy to say, but like, imagine being named like, oh, shit. You know what? Don't even worry. There's so many names out there that I even get wrong myself, to be honest. Can't just blame the computers.
I would have thought though Rhys was pretty standard like Sam though. I would have
Oh, for
thought.
sure. I think it just depends the way you spell it. Like
Yeah.
RHYS, the computers get messed up. You got REESE or something, and the computers are like, yeah, that makes sense.
And then I've seen RHYCE as well.
I've seen those. I'm just like, you're a weirdo. You poor thing. Why is it spelt weird? Why'd your parents? Why your parents hate you?
Oh shit.
Not really though, but it's funny. Like I feel like a lot of races actually. This is really funny about the world of races. When you have someone that's spelt the same way, you're like, hell yeah, dude, we're best friends. But once it's spelled differently, it that separates you completely. You have the same name, but it's not spelt right. You
No.
you you're like yours is spelt wrong, and there's always a good argument about that. It's actually really hilarious and good for banter.
I think the funniest thing I've ever done is I interviewed a band from Melbourne. This is a couple of years ago, and three members joined, and two of them were named Sam, and the other one wasn't named Sam. I'm like, if that person left the interview, I felt like I'd just be talking to myself.
Yeah, no, right? Especially it would be confusing. And they're like Sam, and then everyone's like, what? Like everyone replies. You're gonna have your nicknames Sam one, Sam went, Sam two, Small Sam, Big Sam.
Band Sam. Oh, wait, no, Band Sam wouldn't work if there's two in the same band.
I guess you can go with the instruments.
Yeah.
Guitar Sam, bass Sam.
Oh, but I should have actually said at the start, Reese. I didn't actually put a disclaimer that I don't care about swearing. So if you want to swear, go right ahead.
Cool. All right, I'll go straight ahead then. Fuck, cunt.
Where's the swear
Ah,
jar?
beautiful. It's funny. It's like I keep forgetting. Like, you know what? I've been around like kids in public, and I'm still yelling "cunt," and I'm just like, "Oh shit!" Like, there's a kid there. Oh no, the parents are looking at me like, "How could you?" I'm like, "I'm sorry." Okay.
I think, and this does sound a bit harsh because there is swear words that kids don't want to hear. But I think I'd rather hear a swear word than see what's
Mm.
on the news 90% of the time.
You know what? Imagine if the news wasn't censored and a bit more relaxed as well with the way they talked. I think the news would actually be a lot more enjoyable to watch. Like, it's funny, actually funny you say that. Like, I've got Pendle Hill News that I like to promote with gigs at times, and there's always swearing in that. And I feel like if news was somewhat similar to that, maybe a little less crazy energy, I would not mind reading the looking at sorry, watching the news.
Because at the moment, I don't want to ramble on about the whole thing about the Venezuelan president or whatever that Donald Trump kidnapped, but that's
Oh, interesting. You know, I'm not really into politics, but I've had someone at work today was telling me something about Trump doing that and also trying to take over some European country. I forgot. But anyway, yeah, Trump's on war. Let's go. He is such a weirdo, that guy. He is so funny to watch and listen to. Just the way he talks is
yeah.
he's a comedian. He's actually like a really good a joke for a president.
A lot of memes probably out there as well that you would see with Donald Trump and a lot of politicians.
100%. You know, I love how people impersonate him, and I think it's brilliant. There was a guy that did an impersonation of him, but over the song Counting Worms by Not to Loose. And that was so funny. Freaking hilarious.
Oh, I love Knocked Loose. Like, yeah.
The last album was pretty sick. I really like them. I've seen them live twice, and it's always so liberating actually. The energy is just the sound is huge. Oh yeah. We should
Oh,
cover them.
the question is, if you were to do a cover, I mean, what song would you actually pick from Knocked Loose? Because there's that many, obviously.
There's a many good songs. We talked about it last year, actually, and we talked about possibly. I think we're going to do the Rain. That's a really good song. I really like the Rain. The laugh tracks. Such a sick album.
Yeah, it's a very funny story with Knocked Loose when I saw them live because I actually got to see them live, but the Unify they played, I was
Mm.
volunteering, and
Ah,
Kublai were on next, and I
oh,
got
cool.
taken out of the area so I could hear Kublai, but I couldn't see
Yeah.
them. I'm like, nah, that's wrong. Sorry.
You know
Dare you
what?
take
At
me
least you're
out?
still jamming though. At least you're still jamming to him. You're like, hell yeah, at least this is still sick. But yeah, to watch would be cool. I've never seen Kublai. That would be fun.
No. So
I
technically, I
miss Unify.
heard them. I just didn't
Yeah.
see them.
Yeah, technically, exactly. At least you heard him live. It's like listening to a live album, but in person, and
Mm.
it's really there.
But yeah, if there are people in Gippsland on the 22nd of January, Traralgon, you got Pendle Hill, Common Evil, All Monsters, and Atriox, which is a pretty sick lineup.
Actually, it is. We're like almost as a human. Those guys are the nicest, humble dudes. They are actually super awesome. Kai is the loosest cannon out there. That guy, oh man, he's crazy, and we love the chaotic energy. Atriox, I've heard before. I've seen them on Facebook, and they're pretty. Sorry, Instagram. Same thing. Um, and yeah, I dig their music. And Common Evil are really cool as well. No, yeah, that's gonna be a really fun show.
I
Into Ralgan.
really hope I can make it. It's not the money situation, it's just something else is on that night, and I'm hoping it's either later on or they move it to the daytime. If they move it to the daytime, beautiful. I'll be there.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. What is it? traveling from Warragul, that's not far, isn't it? Warragul's
Nah,
around that area.
Warrigal to Traralgon's probably 3/4 of an hour tops.
Huh, that's all right. Yeah,
So
not bad at all. That's like my distance to work every day. Yeah.
yeah, no, so I would almost guarantee I will be at that gig. I'm definitely going to be at one of the All Monsters Are Human gigs in their
Yeah,
tour.
nice.
Maybe
Nice.
two. We'll just, yeah, wait and
Cool.
see.
Well, good on you, man. Hell yeah. That's always fun. Nah, watching gigs is fun, man. Malice is playing one as well, which is Brighton, bassist other band. They're
Oh, yeah.
playing at the Workers Club gig with
Is
All
that
Monsters
the
Are
one
Human.
with like Get Wrecked, Judo Chop, or if I got the wrong one, maybe?
I honestly have no clue.
Where's my gig guide? That would tell me.
I know so much about gigs. I really don't actually.
Yeah, it is actually. It is with Get Wrecked and Judo Chop. I thought I was right. And All
Well, there you
Monsters,
go.
Malice, and Serpentry. Okay. I got
Hmm.
three of the bands right.
Hey, well, there you go, man.
Sorry to
You're doing better than me at
Serpentry.
this. To be honest, I even forgot some of the band lineups that we're playing with some of the gigs soon. Like I know the Taragon one. We're playing another one on my birthday on the 24th, on my 30th. Which I know probably one other band that's playing out of the six or seven that are playing. That one will be fun. That's in Preston.
That's that Mutts 2 or something. Is it called?
Metal for the mutts.
Metal
Like
for the
Envy
Mutts.
likes to say, the mutts, because she is English from Northern England. But yeah, yeah, we played last year, last January where she did it. It's a fundraiser for animal dog abuse. Really, people that treat animals like absolute shit. And we love animals. And I really like it for the good cause because all the money and everything all goes to the charities as well. It's a really beautiful thing. Plus, I think it's a free gig as well. But there's always, ways to donate and, things to buy where you can put money towards all of that. But yeah, it's just in someone's backyard. It's
Yeah.
so chill. It's just a party. Last year when we played, we had like three circle pits happen that set. That was one of the most best sets we've played, actually. That was a really fun night.
Oh, the mosh pit, the circle pits.
We love the mosh pits.
Sam tries to stay away from him as much as possible, but he's finding it harder to avoid it.
Yeah, no, I feel you, honestly. Like, I went to a mate's gig a little while ago. It was a hardcore gig. And ever since then, I was like, cool, I'm not ever going to a hardcore gig ever again. I was at the back and I was getting hit harder than ever. It was just insane. I was like, oh my God, these hits, they hurt. Usually when you mosh, you're chillaxing a bit, you're hitting soft. You're looking after everyone around you. Nah, this was like I'm going to bash everyone around me type hit. I was like,
Oh,
yep, never been so scared for my life.
I think those are the actual scariest because
Yeah,
if
they are.
it's people that mosh, I won't say what's the word I'm trying to look for? Mosh heads or mosh veterans, that might be the word, that have moshed. You feel
Hmm.
like it's safe, but if it's someone that doesn't know what they're doing,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe like ease into the pits a little bit. Maybe take one step in, get hit one step out. My sort of moshing is doing this. Just stay away from me. Please. No, and then yeah, my friends around me, yeah, don't hit them either. Just leave us alone. We want to be left alone. Like, oh man, back in the day though, dude, the way gigs were back in the day, call me old now, but it's never going to be like that ever again. I've been even seeing old videos of like Die Artist murder gigs where I used to go to and I was like 17, 16 years old. And man, the pits then were chaotic, but they were safe. They were fine. But man, I've never seen pits go so hard like that at local shows anyway, like they would now. Man, the energy back then was just so much more. I don't know. I would say everyone was like united as one, and that sort of feeling. Like I feel like sometimes with the metal scene now anyway, like I don't really go to gigs anymore, but every time I do, I just feel like it doesn't have that feeling anymore. It doesn't have that unity. I feel like the metal scene is just like in a really weird place at the moment, to be honest. I feel like it's it's kind of troubled. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much drama, there's so much cancel culture. You got people talking about predators. I feel like people are absolutely walking on eggshells now, and it's so not how it used to be. And I kind of really miss those days.
Yeah, and I don't want to blame COVID for. I'd blame it probably 50% of the reason why the scene's not as it was. I think a
Mm.
lot of people working up all that anger from, 2 years being in lockdown, 2.5 years, however long it was.
Definitely changed the world in a lot of ways, right? Like, I work in hospitality. Like, it's changed the game for us as well. Like, we lost the business that I work for lost a lot of money, and they had to cut staff. We had to just do a lot more. Um, like we had to like try to make up more than one people's jobs because, how else are you going to try and stay alive, Last Chance even put up a post a little while ago saying how they're even still struggling now to make profit. They're just getting by with just paying their wages, paying everything, their insurance, and things to keep clean, things to get fixed. You know, all of your produce and alcohol that they serve, and they make like still 70 cents out of that profit. Other than that, you don't really make it, don't you?
Nah. Well, and also when they put so much money into buying out the toad as well, I know.
There's that too.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the tote, oh my God, like it's really nice they saved the tote. It is a really good thing that they did, and I think that's probably one of the nicest things that came out of COVID. But I've seen they've got a show called Better Totes and Gardens,
I've
and it
seen
is
that.
fun, but goddamn, they bought a such a burnt out, broken building that they're trying to fix it now. I'm like, wow, man. Like honestly, huge respect to the owners there. Like they're really good people. And it's like, yeah, you can see like, it's really good with the fact they don't stay silent in this. They really bring out their struggles. And it's really nice because, I think that might actually bring a bit of pressure for people to maybe even show up and help businesses a bit more.
Absolutely. And
Mm,
look, it's not one of. I don't have an issue with the toad. I think the only thing I have an issue with the toad, and this is the biggest issue probably in any gig, is
mm.
that stage downstairs with that
The
stairs.
pit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, that's
just
insane, isn't it?
because like I can
Scary.
understand why they do it, but it's still frustrating if you don't know where the step is because you'll go,
Yep. That's happened to me a couple times, especially on the drunken nights and it's full. Oh man, I saw a band years ago there called Drunk Mums. They're a really fun
drunk.
like pub punk rock band. They're so much energy, but like the whole room was packed. And yeah, the amount of times I fell down the stairs, you could see people all falling actually. Like people were jumping or trying to push to the stage, and then boom, like you see a whole crowd just drop, and everyone's trying to pick themselves back up. People are trying to pick people back up. It's insane.
Who did I see? I think Future Static and North Road, I think, played there. This was a
What?
couple of years ago.
Damn,
Was it
yeah.
just after Liminality dropped, maybe? Or was it
Interesting.
before? I can't remember. But
Okay.
it was Future Static, North Road, and a couple of other bands. And I was thinking, Future Static should be playing, a Stay Gold or a Max Watts, how huge they are now.
Yeah, yeah, they're playing huge shows now. It's insane. Good on them as well. Honestly, yeah, Future Static play good tunes. They did a good cover of it's
Gasolina?
Gasolina. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I was saying
Gasolina?
tequila. God damn it. Oh, the Gasolina. Yeah, that's a good tune.
Yeah, an original, obviously, for those who don't know, by Daddy Yankee, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. Absolute banger. Oh man, the amount of times I've been to a club when I was 18, that song was playing, banger. And like, no, they cover on it. It fucks so hard, actually. I love when a band, I'm like, oh, back in the day there was we go back in the day. I don't know if they do it anymore. Pump Goes Pop.
I
And
remember that compilation, yeah.
right? Yeah. Oh, that was awesome. I was even listening to it today. Still Fly. I forgot who the original guys were, but Devil Was Prada did that cover. It was a rap hip hop song. And oh man, it's so awesome. So awesome.
I think my favourite Punk Goes Pop is, I don't like the original, but the remake to Blank Space by I Prevail.
You don't like the original?
No,
I'm sorry,
it's
I'm sorry,
not
I'm sorry to
really
hear that.
my.
It's a great era for Tay Swift, man.
I'm gonna
I
get so
love,
much
you know
hate
what?
for that.
I have her 1989 album on vinyl. I love it. But no, that was awesome too. That was when I first heard I Prevail, and now look at them now. They're just writing heavy stuff.
Mm. And also the other one, speaking of Australian bands doing covers, I played because my niece likes the original, but she
Mm,
goes, I know this song, and it's like it's not the version you're thinking of. It was
hmm.
Toxic by Wind Waker, because the
Ah,
original,
yeah.
obviously.
Toxic, yeah. Love Britney Spears.
But
I love that song.
I love Wind Waker. That last album was insane with Get Out and Fractured State of Mind Sirens.
I loved The Wall. I don't know if that was on the last album or maybe before. I'm not sure, but the song The Wall by them goes hard. You got this little like you got your heaviness, but you also got like a little like trap metal sort of part where he's doing this raspy like I'm in the wall like rap thing. It's a vibe. I like it
Oh,
when bands, step out of like their comfort zone or just experiment and just fuck with shit, I really like hearing bands just do something different. It's really fun.
certainly is. And experimentation, I think, is the key to a successful band. Is because
Yep.
if you play the same stuff, I mean,
Mm-hmm. Boring.
yeah,
Yeah. Like I feel like there's a lot of bands out there at the moment that are just like I think this goes with Spotify as well. Like, there's a lot of wishy-washy, well, in my opinion, wishy-washy, like, a type of metal that's happening at the moment where I feel there's a lot of bands that come out and they play that sort of metal, and then people are like, yeah, because that's what people want. But it's like, to me, it's just like, what is that really? Like, what are you really doing? I feel like you're just copying the last band that started it. You know what I mean? I've seen so much of that at the moment. It's pretty insane. And the fact that they're getting recognition for it really pisses me off.
it really grinds my gears.
Yeah, it really grinds my fucking gears, man. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, there's so many bands that I've seen recently. I went to this one gig a while ago. I don't even remember who played, to be honest. It was that kind of gig. But I remember every single band, I was like, wow, I feel like this sounds like the last band. And
Oh.
like, I don't know. I feel like they all sound the fucking same. I'm just like, what are you doing there? Like, I don't know. And then you all look the same. Why does everyone look the same?
Maybe it was a carbon copy print. They've just put the members of the previous band in each of the bands that follow them. I don't know.
I feel that's literally what's happening, to be honest. Like, I feel like everyone's got the same fucking guitar tones, everyone's got the same vocal like technique, everyone's got, fucking MIDI bass and drums, but like, I just feel like, everyone's got the same structure, you got the same breakdowns. Like, I'm just like, I get so bored from it now. And I'm just like, I've really kind of stepped away from listening to metal these days because, I really like to I listen to fucking literally anything under the moon. Like, I reckon I always challenge people when they say they listen to everything. So I just go, you listen to metal at least? And they go, no. And I'm like, well, then you don't listen to everything. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm very open-minded when it comes to music. So I really like that. But every time I go back to metal and go, cool, new stuff, I'm just all like, no. No, I've been listening to the old stuff now. Go listen to the old stuff. There's a few metal bands out there at the moment that I really dig and really like listening to. But other than that, I'm just kind of like, yeah, cool, dude. Like, what else? What else can you bring to the table? Come on, man. Give me something different, please.
Oh, no. So one band, and this is going to cause debate because I don't hate them, but I don't love them. But everyone tells me so much about them, and that's Sleep Token. The
Ah,
amount of
yeah.
like, I didn't mind that album a couple of years ago. I was like, all right, I can sort of see what they're doing. And everyone's like, oh, they're the biggest metal band in the world. I'm just like, really? And
They're pretty hot at the moment. Yeah, for sure. They are really hot. You know, they were actually my number one on Spotify. This, like, in my recap.
oh,
Most listened artist.
I've
I
just
love Sleep
offended
Token.
Rhys. That's not a good
I'm not
start.
ashamed. Okay, I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they came on my Spotify the other day, and I was just kind of like, "All right, no, let's get these songs. Let's get these songs," because I've just listened to so much. I really like their last album. Like, for sure, they are like, yeah. To be honest, they are a bit cringy. It depends. I have to be in the mood for them at the moment. But for me, that got me into Sleep Token the first time when I first listened to The Offering in like 2019 when I first heard them. I loved the big wide sound, the heavy guitars, and oh man, if you're heavy and you're melodic, you won me. Absolutely won me. Like I love Thornhill stuff and I love Deftones. Like I guess like and that's funny because that's those three bands, and it's funny what I was just talking about as well. It's like they're pretty much the same. But like the fact is, like in my opinion, if you're melodic and you're heavy, whether it's jazz or even rock, you got those elements. I'm sorry there for it. Absolutely. And I like the emotion as well. Like in some songs I Sleep Token too. There's a few songs, um oh like the Apparition is a good one, or even Bore. Those songs, I feel like the emotion in those songs, like I don't know, they really carry me up. Really enjoy that. And then it's just the big wide heavy guitars. Like Dangerous is really cool because it starts pretty light and then out of nowhere just hits you in the fucking head with the boom. Oh, hot.
Oh, all right. Well, we haven't actually heard much about Pendle Hill, have we? In the
No, we
first,
haven't talked about Pendle Hill at all. Who's
and
Pendle Hill? Who that?
yeah, Rhys is the vocalist of Pendle Hill, the band that I should be interviewing and talking about instead.
Got too carried away and just talking about music. Just you got two music lovers, man. You start talking about music. Let's go. This happened last time we hung out, dude.
Happens with most guests. We go off topic. It's like, is this an interview or
Beautiful.
just a casual chat? I'm like, probably more a casual chat.
Good. I think people would enjoy listening to that more. And plus, it makes me feel pretty relaxed about it. So that's really nice. And plus, like, if you're not loving music and you're in a band and you're not talking about how passionate you are about music, then there's something wrong.
Are you
So
in a
it's good to
band?
know
Is
that you're.
probably the main question.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, Pendle Hill, let's go.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty chilled. Just some questions about the band. Then at the end, Rhys turns the tables on the interviewer. So I'm now the answer of questions at the
Let's
end.
go.
So I'll give you a bit of time. I won't put you on the spot right now. That's not fair.
That's okay. You can do that. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Nothing's off limits either. I've been asked some pretty wacky and weird shit.
Yay, good, good. I like asking wacky weird shit.
But this will be uploaded tomorrow with the Spotify playlist as well, with all five of the songs off the Familiar.
Oh,
Because,
nice.
yeah, so
Yeah, get us some monthly listeners. We're on like I think like 35 a month. Help us.
yeah, get listening to Pendle Hill.
Yes, listen to us, please.
Yes.
We make pretty good music. It's not bad.
No.
The Familiar though, that's old. That is old now. Like we've been playing so much new stuff lately. Like we've got easily six brand new songs that we've been playing for the last 2 years that we've been just trying our best to record and get to.
Back to the point
Um,
of money is the recording's not cheap.
Money, time, yeah, yeah, money and time, I would say, and just trying to get everyone together. And you got five people that have got whole different lives, right? Trying to get everyone together is actually really, really difficult, Like being in a band's a struggle when it comes to, you got your times, you got a band prac, but just planning stuff in general out of that has been really hard the last year. Yeah. So we've just been trying to focus on just writing more music, just writing.
Sounds good. And
Mm.
sounds very promising as well. We will get to what holds, what it does 2026 hold in store for Pendle Hill a little bit later on.
Yeah.
The first question is, and it's a question that every band gets asked, I reckon, would be how did the band form?
Oh, that's a good question. Um, I came in pretty late. So there was Curtis and Sam, and at the time, okay, so I think it just started with Curtis and Sam, so a drummer and a guitarist. Um, I think they both met at some bar or some gig or something like that, and just got talking, which is so funny. I really like that. It's so random, and they just got jamming together, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I've known Curtis for years, and I ended up hanging out with him at a mate's party years and years ago, talking about, oh, we need to make a band, right? And it just never happened. It happens all the time. You always talk to people about projects. Um, Never fucking happens sometimes. Sometimes it's fine. And they ended up getting at the time Toby. He was our first guitarist. He had written um a lot of the songs on the EP with us. And we had Brianna, who was the bassist as well. So she ended up joining as well. There was a guy named Dan. He was the first vocalist. Don't know what happened with him, but it was I don't think he lasted either, to be honest. But one day Curtis called me and he was like, hey man, you looking for a band? At the time I was doing fucking nothing. So I was like, hell yeah, absolutely. And yeah, ever since then it's just been weekly pracs, getting into writing. That's when we were at the Familiar. Yeah, it actually sounds really easy. Like it kind of formed really easy, didn't it? It's crazy. Usually it's a
I,
struggle.
I love that story about Sam and Curtis at a bar, at a gig, and they just get started chatting about music. It's funny how bars have the tendency to do that. Not just starting bands, but
Mhm.
actually getting yourself known in the scene as well. It's very easy.
Yeah, yeah, well, I mean, getting known in the scene, I wouldn't say that's easy,
Oh,
but
not
yeah, like
easy, but
going out, talking to people, yeah, 100%. There's been so many times I've gone to drum and bass music, like electronic music.
yeah.
Yeah, I've gone to heaps of those, and I'm like, I listen to metal, and they're like, me too. And I'm like, awesome, what? We're not even listening to metal right now, but it is heavy electronic music and vibe. Yeah, it's nice, man. But just going around and talking to people. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's all I do at gigs. I literally just go around and talk to everyone and drink a whole lot.
I do the talking. I'm not a big drinker. I used to be at live music, and now it's just like, oh,
Mm.
it's too expensive.
It is too
It's
expensive. Yeah, 100%. And like, I can't, I should stop going to bars because, oh man, once I get a few drinks in me, I'm like, that's it. I'm having more. Like, you can't stop me. You can try, but I have to do it on my own will. But yeah, yeah, I'm actually trying to like, uh, man, I don't know. I don't think there's a gig that I've played not drunk. No, I can't think of one. Literally, most of these gigs I'm fucking smashed.
well, I haven't noticed it, and like obviously,
Yay.
yeah.
I guess it goes with my ADHD. It levels me out. It makes me feel normal. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. But I've been laying off the drinks lately, and that's been really, really nice. Actually, being sober is so I don't know, calm. Don't miss hangovers. They
Uh,
suck.
that's the one thing I hate about drinking is if you wake up hungover, it's just like, oh, what did I do last night?
Yep. Oh man, the amount of times I've gone to work the next day after a gig, I've had 2 hours sleep, 3 hours sleep, and many drinks the night before, and I'm hungover and oh, probably still drunk. But like tired as hell, working a 9 hour shift in a heavy service.
Oh.
It's every fucking gig. I think there was one gig I played where I had the next day off, and I slept so much.
Well, tomorrow night, or when this goes to air, obviously be tonight.
Yeah.
Obviously, Nicolas Cage fighter are playing down at Frankston at Singing
Mm,
Bird, and I was just like, and it's gonna be like 40 degrees or whatever tomorrow's meant to be again.
yeah. Oh
And,
man, I'm sweating right now. Like, imagine tomorrow.
and I was just thinking, I looked at my roster, I'm like, please don't have me working Saturday lunchtime. Just.
It's a sacrifice you make, right? Just to enjoy some fucking live music. And then yeah, no, that's life sometimes. I guess like that's our choice for working in in that sort of industry. But at the same time, like, oh man, I do love it actually. I really like working where I work. But uh yeah, it's a sacrifice a lot of people make, right? Is
Mm.
having to travel and spend some money in a world post COVID, where everything's expensive and hard to buy.
Mm. But I did somehow manage to get Saturday lunch off without having to put in leave. So,
Hey, that's a good coincidence. That's beautiful.
so now I've got to weigh up the option. Do I stay in Mornington or Frankston or come back tomorrow night? Because the gig actually finishes in well and truly enough time to get the last train home. I'm like, let's see
Hmm.
how I am after Nicolas Cage fodder. If I'm fucked, I am not
Yeah.
coming home.
Nah, so fair. Because like, what's the trouble from there?
Oh, it's only an hour and a quarter, hour and a half.
A quarter. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, that's actually not that. It's so funny. Like you and I, right? We'll go. Oh yeah, an hour and a half. Yeah, that's all right. Like to a lot of people, they're like, "Fuck that! What? What's wrong with you?" And I'm just like, it's a bit of a flex, a little bit, isn't it? Like, driving home from work is like, yeah, easily an hour and a half for me. So yeah, no, I feel you. But it's funny because like think about it this way though. You get home that night, you get the whole next day to not do anything. Like you don't have to travel, you can just wake up in your bed and be like, sweet, I'm here. Where the next day you're like, oh, now I have to worry about going home.
That's actually a very valid point
Mm,
to some degree because even if I didn't get home till like 2:30 in the morning,
mm.
at least I'm in Warragul.
Yeah,
But I
you're
did
still
say I
home.
wanted to catch up with my cousin on Saturday who lives in Mornington, so I will be
Oh,
staying.
there you go. Two birds, one stone. Isn't
Yeah.
that perfect?
I tried to convince her to come to the gig and she's like, nah, I gotta work. I'm like, okay.
Damn. Oh man, like I'm sure you're never alone at gigs when
No.
you go.
I
That's
try
amazing.
and walk in unrecognizable, but it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, that's awesome though. The fact that you can just freely go to a show by yourself, travel all the way, and not be alone is really nice.
Mm. Because I know a lot of people that will not go to a gig on their own. And
Mm.
I
No,
think
me too.
I think going on your own, as horrible as this sounds, I think it's actually better in some ways.
I mean, you don't have to worry about yourself, don't you?
Yeah, and
Which is pretty
90%
good.
of people would probably talk to you if you're on your own.
Yeah, yeah, no, 100%, right? If you're with someone, you're a little bit restricted, aren't you? Unless, like, you see someone that you don't really introduce them to your friend or whatever that's with you, and then they're standing there awkwardly, and you guys are yapping on there, like, oh, well, now I'm bored. I don't know what to do with myself. That happens often.
And you say, oh, I'll just go and chat to a member of the band for 5 minutes and it ends up being half an hour, like some members of bands who should remain nameless. Um,
That's awesome. It's funny, my last gig, I went to someone, I'll be right back. I never went back. I keep getting stopped. Like something, obviously it was my gig. So, there was always something happening, something going on with like, there was something with the merch, there was something with this and that, something with the band. And then, I just got people around going, hey, how you going? How you going? Which I love. I love so much, but I was never back. I should just say bye for now. I
yeah,
might see you later
bye for
instead.
now is probably the best way to put it because
It's not bad, eh? I just thought of that now. Fuck.
at 10 past 10, my brain's actually functioning pretty good at the moment considering the time.
And me too. And I got like 4.5 hours sleep last night because of the hot weather. Yeah, like I'm pretty highly strung. Let's go.
Oh, I better not jinx myself now. I might fuck up the next 10 minutes or so.
Imagine that you start passing out. Whoa.
It's
Right
like
now, Sam, you there?
it's like Rhys is just on the other end saying, is this interview still going?
I would just chill. I would just be like, all right, cool. Let's watch some YouTube videos. I'll stay on there for a bit, see how long I can keep this going on for.
And then I wake up, I'm like, shit, what just happened?
I'm still here. or I'm gone, but it's still on. Everything's on. I just leave it.
That actually happened a couple of weeks ago and accidentally forgot to leave the meeting. So everyone else left the meeting, but I
Yeah.
forgot to press leave meeting. And I was wondering why it wasn't coming up in my files.
Oh no.
Just like, you're
It
an
just literally
idiot.
happens. Sometimes that happens, like, oh man, the amount of times I forget to do that one little step, and that happens to the best of us, I guess, live and learn.
That's the one. How did you come up with the band name Pendle Hill?
We'll give that, um, oh, well, fuck, now I forgot my words. So originally we were called Kill the Cardinal when I joined. Which I don't know. It's too punky. We're like, we don't know, so we got together and we're like, just to make a new band name. We're just what the fuck these days, to be honest. And I'm bad with words as enough, which is really funny because I write a lot of the lyrics, um, for for Pendle Hill. So it's very unfortunate that I can't even come up with a fucking band name. But a guitarist at the time, Toby, he just mentioned it. He's got a lot of English heritage. He's from England, and he knew about Pendle Hill there. He goes, "Well, we just call ourselves Pendle Hill, where they used to execute witches." And we're like, "Oh, okay, okay, cool. That's actually a really cool idea." And then like we kind of built upon that. So, even before that, we were even talking about, cool ideas for lore. Like, all the imagery. We could have some sort of imagery where, things connect but little and very subtly. It's sort of a really cool idea. And then we're like, oh, cool. Then we can just base our lore off that, off, cult. To be honest, there was no cults in the Pendle Hill story, like the original Pendle Hill. It was all just based off a chick, a chick, yeah, was walking down a road and saw a guy begged for money, and he had a stroke, and
Oh.
everyone, the whole town was all like, "Holy shit, you did this with your magic," And she was like, "Oh my God, I did." And her and her family got hung, and that's all. That's a lot I know at the moment about that. There's a few other families that got hung on Pendle Hill as well, but we just thought we would get witchcraft, witchy sort of stuff, kind of around. So like a song Colgrim, that was literally about the town grabbing someone and going, "You're a witch and you're gonna die," kind of vibes. Same with ritual, I guess. Like we just built like, witches, right? You think witches, you think, um, I guess satanic sort of imagery, or yeah, I guess old school cults, especially when this Pendle Hill story happened in the 1600s. Yeah, we tried to go with that a bit.
And not just finding a band name, but finding a band name that's not taken is even more difficult.
Yeah, there's actually another band called Pendle Hill that we found out that we actually had a guy message us. I think he was an audio engineer going, "Oh, hey, I listened to your EP," and we didn't have an EP at the time. And I was like, "Oh,
Oh
that's
no.
interesting." Yeah, yeah. My last band, To the Gallows. Not my last band. This is a band from 10 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, that I used to be in. We had people message us going, "I saw you gig in England," and we're like, "What? We've never been to fucking England." That happens, right? Like there's a few bands out there that I'm like, all right, there's a band. Have you ever heard of Nothing? They're a Melbourne band. We played with them a little while ago.
Oh yeah, I know nothing.
I
My
in fact
band,
listened to
I
another band called Nothing.
mean.
Yeah, it's like that's the thing, right? It's really funny because yeah, you're right. There's a lot of names that are taken, and in the end of the day, who's actually going to be claiming that name? You know what I mean? Yeah, it is hard to take something that's not taken.
Well, and a South Australian band that um had a change of name, or they had to do something different because there was a band name the same by the name of obviously Signals that for so long they were Signals, but upside down V was an A,
Ah,
but
yeah.
because there was another Signals somewhere in the world.
Yeah, that's why
So
people are starting to do the whole vegan thing.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Atlas and Paris, obviously Signals, probably three of the.
I was gonna mention Paris. I remember I used to call him Pivris.
Well, I remember when I first saw Atlas's name, I'm like Atlavis, and Nick from the band's like Atlas. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah, right. Because there is another band called Atlas, spelt with an A.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
our good
also
old
an
Atlas.
album by Parkway Drive called Atlas as well.
Yeah, that was an album I stopped listening to Parkway Drive around that era. Sad. It's not a bad album. Fuck, I love Parkway Drive though.
And talking about big names in metal and big names in Australia, the biggest band probably out of Australia ever.
Yeah, yeah. Like honestly, these guys rep Australia, and it's really nice because they were like pioneers in the metalcore game back in the day, you know? I love what they're doing now. They're just gotten wise, they've grown, and they're just doing what they want to do. And I like they got like a cool classic sound, and their gigs are just so much fun. I remember when I first saw them was a Deep Blue era. Everyone lost their shoes. The crowd cleared, and your shoes everywhere on the floor. And that wouldn't happen now. But those were fun. But still, man, Parkway Drive are one of those bands that I highly respect because they keep it fresh for, under their name, you know?
And like everyone's like, oh, they're changing and all that. It's like, well, I mean, they have to change because like
Yeah.
new listeners and all that. Same with Thornhill.
Hmm.
Like Thornhill's
Hmm.
been criticised from time to time, with heroin and obviously, oh, not so much bodies, but heroin copped a
Mm.
lot of criticism because
Yeah.
everyone wanted it to be the dark pool.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, like, I don't know. When the Dartpool came out, I wasn't that into it. I liked a few songs, and I still like that now with the Dartpool. I like their first EP, Sunflower. And
Yeah.
but yeah, Heroin was great. Like, that's the thing is, bands have got to change, you know. There are a lot of bands out there that just stay the same for years and years. Like, you got your classic bands, um, like, I guess like if AC/DC brought a new song out now, I don't follow them anymore, so I have no fucking clue. But all I know is that these guys have never changed their sound ever. And like, you know what, fair. Like, what, I'll tip my hat to them. For them, sure. But it's a good example of that. Like, I won't never listen to their new stuff now. Like, if I was good to go to their shows now, I'll be all like, don't play your new stuff, dude. I don't think anyone would be wanting to really hear it. This is just like me blabbling right now and opinions.
Uh, Now, speaking of Thornhill, obviously, for those that don't know, and I only stumbled across this because Ben, the drummer of the band, actually posted that Jacob was actually going to be on Spicks and Specs because I generally
I
don't
saw that.
watch Spicks and Specs, and then I saw
Yeah.
Jacob Charlton. I'm like, all right, I've got to watch this. I mean,
Yeah, it's a good show to be honest. I was watching that. I went to the country a couple of months ago, about a month and a bit ago, and there was a TV. There was a TV, so I put it on. And Specs was on, and I was just like, "Wow, it's a throwback." Because I used to kind of watch it as a kid when there was nothing on, sort of thing. And it is a fun show, and it's super cool to see, yeah, a metal artist be on TV, right? You never really see that. Like Parkway, Winston was on was on the project not long ago, but that's about all I've really seen. Oh, I guess Bring Me the Horizon as well. But other than that, they don't have swarms and swarms of metal bands, don't they?
well, yeah, and you think like in Australia right at the moment, the amount of metal bands out there, like not just Thornhill and Parkway, but Alpha Wolf and Speed and
Mm.
Bloom in the Corner, Body Prison, so many bands, you'd think have them on. I mean, but I guess, yeah, I don't know what the situation is with metal, but
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. You have to really be up in the yeah, it's wild because metal will never. You don't think metal will ever be mainstream like as a whole, but there is definitely a few bands out there like that we mentioned earlier that have broken the barrier. But yeah, it's never really gonna be pop
no.
unless you're gonna be a bit pop. Like I guess Bring the Horizon's a good example as well. That's a band that everyone hated changing, right? You've got to. And you know what? The more they change, the bigger they fucking got. The more they got radio play, the more they're on TV worldwide. Like, you know, sometimes if you're just gonna play super, super heavy shit, yeah, you'll get big for sure. Like, but is it going to pay the bills? I hear a lot of bands that they are probably signed, but they still got their 9 to 5 jobs.
Mm.
Imagine balancing that with touring wholly the whole time.
Don't know how they do it, honestly.
Guess it's passion for music, really. Yeah.
Mm.
There are ways. There are ways. I've got a few mates of mine that have actually just recently like quit their jobs or even just gone part-time and just went, cool, now I'm gonna solely focus on music. And holy shit, what a risk. In this day and age right now, that's a hell of
Mm.
a risk. And you gotta have drive. You gotta have drive, you gotta have passion, and you gotta somehow not burn yourself out. Because oh man, like at this point at the moment, I'm like, dude, I'm ready to take a year break. I want to chill the fuck out because man, I've burnt myself out a million times last year, just like trying to do reels, trying to promote, trying to write music, trying to record music, trying to, keep up with the band practice, trying to traveling is another big one as well. Like we went to Adelaide a couple of times, really fun times, but I always came back, went straight to work, fucking exhausted. I was just like, oh my God, man, I'm ready to just take a holiday away from everything. Go to the country, live there for a bit.
But Adelaide, I mean, yeah, for Melbourne people, Adelaide's probably the second closest capital. Or Sydney or Adelaide, one of them would be closer.
I think they're a little similar.
Yeah,
I think Sydney's a little bit further by like an hour or two. I
yeah.
think. But I haven't been to Sydney ever. I'm a
But
very big Melburnian.
there's a lot of good bands actually coming out of Adelaide at the moment. I mean, we did mention Signals a bit earlier, but there's a
Oh, yeah.
shitload coming out of that state at the moment, which is awesome to see.
It is awesome to see. When we played there a while ago, I was talking to a few bands, and they just want to get the fuck out of there because there's not much there for them. Adelaide's tiny. I walked from one side to the other in like half an hour, and that's Adelaide. You don't get that with Melbourne. Melbourne, you can walk for a while, and fucking, you can walk hours. The way our city goes and the way the inner city suburbs all connect so seamlessly, it's huge. Fucking huge. Adelaide's so nice though. I love how chill it is. Everyone is it's country like, but it's still like the city.
Yeah. Well, and like places like in South Australia, like Mount Gambier and Narracoorte and that, I just assumed they were like literally an hour, hour and a half from Adelaide, and Mount Gambier is nearly 4 hours from the city. I'm like, really?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's far, far away. That's the thing. Like, people are traveling all that way. Fucking good on them. 100%. It does. When it comes to, I guess, in Australia as well, I guess we are pretty lucky. Oh, are we? No, not really. I just thought about Europe. I'm like, holy shit, imagine touring Europe. Like you got all these small countries that are all drives away or train rides away. In Australia, holy shit, do you got to drive or take a plane? It's long hours. Yeah, good on to the people that do that because, it's not fucking easy. It is hard. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of energy. 100%.
And obviously, later this month, Froth and Fury over in Adelaide, which the lineup
Mm.
is pretty darn good.
Yeah, yeah. Fast and Fury would be really cool to go to.
A friend of mine went a couple of years ago and said, I think it was the year, was it Ocean Sleeper and Mirrors played, I think, and it was
Fuck knows.
2023, I think, when it, because 2024, I think, was Signals, Future Static, and
Mm.
others. I think it might have been 2023, and she said it was an amazing time, and
Mm.
I mean, that 2023 lineup might be the gig that I always will regret not going to because that was a fucking insane lineup.
Oh, it was. Yeah. No, like I think I saw that line up and I was like, damn, man, if I only had the money and time to do that right now, I would go. Bring it here. Bring it to
Yeah,
Melbourne. We need more festivals.
well, we've only got what? Not Fest.
Good things.
Good
There you go.
things.
Man, I miss Unify. Like when you
Yeah.
mentioned Unify earlier, I was like, fuck, dude, I love going out camping. I just go and party. First time I saw Mirrors, the only time I've seen Mirrors actually. I need to go see them. Was the first time I ever heard them ever. And I love like actually I love festivals a lot, just in general. You know, especially if you don't know who's playing. You know, sometimes you might see a band, you'll be surprised. And Mirrors was one of those. Like, oh dude, Mirrors, dude. It's so yeah, they're so vibrant. Their music is vibrant. They used to prac at studios that we used to prac at, and I would be there like, oh, I want to talk to them.
And originally, I think most of them now live in Melbourne. That originally from Gippsland too, Mirrors.
Really? Yeah, see, I
Or
wouldn't know
actually,
that.
maybe two of them still. Maybe Jake and Pat may still live in
Mm,
Gippsland, but I think Rob and Tyson are Melbourne based now. But
right, yeah. Insane. It's funny you say that. Buddy, so I used to you mentioned Atlas before. I know Nick's brother, and those guys are from Sale. So that's
yeah,
another, I guess, Gippsland members right there. That's how
uh,
actually how I know Atlas. Like fucking yeah, my mate Dominic, he was like, "Oh yeah, my brother. Yeah, he plays in Atlas." And I'm just like, "Oh yeah, cool. I guess I'll check him out." And then not even a year later, I'm seeing them everywhere.
then they put out that killer EP, The Wound of Blade, with like Comethazine and Synthetic Heaven. It's funny
Yeah.
because you look at Comethazine and Nazareth, and they're those brutal, heavy, in your face songs, and then Synthetic Heaven. Not
Yeah.
that it's a ballad, but it's a
Mm,
lot different to what the other two
mm.
are.
But it brings balance and it brings texture to the EP, you know. If you want to bring five heavy songs, like I was saying earlier, I just feel like it's you need your rise and your lows, you know what I mean? You need your different songs. You need songs that hit different.
And
I know
then
what you mean.
I found out the backstory to Synthetic Heaven, and now I appreciate it even more because
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, it's. But they're also good blokes, Atlas. Like, sad that Steve left, obviously, and Matt, but
Yeah. Steve's a
yeah.
nice guy.
No, but no, total respect to Atlas. I love their music. Got great guys. Don't know
Hell
how
yeah.
they do it. You know, everyone says Warrigal to Melbourne's a challenge. Fucking sail to Melbourne is like cross country.
Yeah, that shit's fart.
But no, hats off to him if I was wearing a hat, but I'll
Yeah.
pretend I'm wearing one.
I see a hat. It's all right, man. I see it. It's in your hand.
All right. Well, I did say that we were going to ask about 2026, and maybe that's the next question. What does 2026 hold in store for Pendle Hill?
Releasing music. We need to release fucking music, dude. We've been out of the releasing music game for a while. We have a single. We mentioned this. Curtis and I were on the radio on PBS a couple of months ago. And mentioned that we're gonna have a single coming up soon. We got it recorded. That's very nice. And we've got three drum tracks recorded for three songs. And we're just going to be trying to push those out. Just, yeah, try to push music out. And try to play shows more interstate.
Well, that sounds very promising and also very practical, as they say.
Yeah, 100%. It's been a lot of fucking around and finding out the last couple of years, that's for sure.
Well, I'm keen to see what it holds in store for Pendle Hill in 2026 and honestly beyond 2026 as well.
It shall be interesting, that's for sure. Yeah, shall be interesting to see what's in store. But
And a
yeah.
big shout out to Ryan, obviously from PBS. And I can never say the title of his show correct. I'll try, but it's a
Oh, yeah, I don't
try.
even know either.
Trianare. No, I'm not even going to try.
I don't even bother. I'm not even gonna bother either. Every time I try, I embarrass myself. So
Because I
yeah,
was talking to Adrian
yeah,
from
shout
Vault
Ryan.
Hill a couple of weeks ago, and I was trying to mention the show that Ryan does on PBS, and I was like, so I'm trying to think what it's called. I was trying to spell it out, and Adrian's like, he just goes da 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 da. I'm like, of course it's called that. I just can't pronounce it.
No, exactly. But when we were on the Burning Bitman. We haven't been on with
Oh,
Ryan, which would be pretty nice. Ryan's awesome. Like I like the shows that he does. But yeah, we were with Burning Bitman. That was with ah, what- how do you pronounce his name? I want to say Ken. Ken. God damn it. And Leah. But they're awesome people too. Anyone on the radio, they're cool. It's so fun being on the radio, actually.
see, I get nervous on radio more than I do doing this, which
Yeah,
sounds
no,
weird.
right? This is more, it's more chill, right? We're in the comfort of our homes there. Like it's full studio. You got, oh, one thing that was really cool was the fact that, all the lights, right? You got all these really nice, pretty green, yeah, they were all green lights and the on air wasn't on. So, they were playing our song Ritual and we are talking a little bit. And then, you got the whole, okay, yep, yep. All right, three, two, one. And then everything turns red. All these little pretty lights on all the stands will turn red on airs on. And I'm just like, like it's scary. It's actually scary because it's live right there, right now. People are listening. Fuck, that sort of experience there was actually really exhilarating. Yeah. Where here, yeah, it's so much more chill. Last time I did a podcast was with do you know Killer from Storm the Crown? They're from
Ah,
Adelaide.
yes, Chris Gorsby. I can never
Yeah.
say his
Chris
last name right.
Crosby. Fucking love that guy. He's the man. Did a podcast with him, which I'm yet to do another. And I was even nervous for that, to be honest. But I think ever since radio's kind of been like, cool, this is so chill. Could knock back a
Well,
few beers, dude.
this is what I want for bands. I don't want to be the serious guy. Like, I've got to be serious to some degree.
Yeah, yeah. But I
But
know what you're saying.
yeah, if I'm serious all the time, what the hell's the fun in that?
True. You're true. You're right with that. Yeah, you need to be relaxed. That's what we like about Killer as well. Like you and Killer, you got your own personalities that you guys show, right? And you can actually let that out because you have no restrictions. It's
Uh,
nice.
Big ups. Chris is one of my favourite guys in the Adelaide scene.
Me
He,
too. Me too. He's such a
you
genuine
know,
dude.
if
He's a
Ryan
loose
from
cannon.
if Ryan from Seek Misery or Davey hears that from Seek Misery, they might be on a message saying, "What about us?"
Nah, they'll probably just agree. They'll be like, "No, you're right. Chris is awesome."
Now, actually,
Yeah, you-
good leading. Because speaking of Chris, now this is not breaking news. It's been on the cards for a little while. That I'm gonna actually be on Chris's podcast.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah. You're gonna be on Killer Tube.
Killer
That's
Tube
cool.
sometime this year. So, how many bands I've interviewed? The tables will be turned around. I'll be interviewed.
How the tables turn. How the turntables.
And it's sort of
uh,
like, it's going to be weird being on the other side of the interview.
yeah, no, it's gonna be really funny, isn't it? Maybe you're gonna be stressed and nervous this time and not as relaxed because you don't have the power anymore. You no longer hold the power.
I think if it was to do an interview, it'd have to be with either Killer or Ez from Heretic Frequency. It'd have to be
Oh
someone
yeah.
that I know well and know that they're passionate. I mean, Ez
Mm.
is just as passionate as Chris, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely 100%. Like they're passionate in their own, beautiful personality ways. We love Ez. She's a fucking such a down to earth chick, and so is Killer.
Mm.
He's also a very down to earth chick.
Chris is gonna hate me for that being said. I
Nah,
knew.
no way at all. Nah. I'm sure he's laughing right now. No, we love them. I love we love Ez. Shout out Ez for just putting us on the radio as well. Like she set us up with as well, which is nice. Like I even have a little recording of her, and that was Nether by Pendle Hill, and I'm like, yeah, we're on the radio. Yeah, there's nothing much. That was actually like quite rewarding at that time there because it's like you do all this work and you don't sometimes it feels like you don't get recognition. You play a lot of shit gigs, you don't really see people giving a fuck about your music, but when you get played on the radio, it's kind of like, sweet man, this is really nice. Thank God. Like hard work is somewhat paying off in that sort of way. Like, I'm not saying no one gives a fuck about our music. I got, we got our mates, we've got a few people that like, have messaged us recently going, your sound is awesome. And that's awesome. And, after we play a show, people always go, that is sick, and that's always really nice. But, I guess it's just like something that, I guess you just don't hear too often. So it's nice getting that.
And this happened a couple of years ago, in Traralgon, because this person's no longer with the band that we're playing, but he just said, because I went up to him after the show and just said, "Oh, awesome set," and he goes, "It's nice to know someone actually after tomorrow will give a fuck about this band."
Yeah, yeah, right.
And
That's
at
the
the
thing.
time, I was like, did it really mean that much that someone came up to him and said how much they enjoyed it? And now I just think it means more to the band that someone has actually taken the time to say that.
Oh, dude, 100%. Like, someone comes up to me and they go, I really like this song. I listen to it all the time. I'm just like, fuck yeah, yes, yes. Oh my God, yay. People listen to our music. What? Who are these 30 people? I don't know. But like, you know, yeah, you don't get, when you don't get told, you're a bit like, oh, okay, cool. Who am I doing this for again? I'm doing this for myself. Yes, cool, cool, cool. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, if you don't see much progress anyway, like, oh man, like, we've been working so hard the last 3 years, so fucking hard. Like I said, we've been burnt out many, many times, and we've progressed, but it's been this much. You know what I mean? Oh, really trying to, like, the fight it's fucking hard.
Gotta keep fighting the fight, as they say.
Yeah, keep fucking fighting. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Just trying to do your best not to give up.
Mm. All right. A couple more because we've just flown through this. So the time's just fucking disappeared, which it always
Yeah,
does.
quick hour.
uh, what has the overall response been like for the Familiar? Now I know it's been out a couple of years, obviously.
Yeah. Like the responses, like I said, like it's been, you know, it's been pretty decent in the sense of like, you got people coming up going, I really like this song, I like that song. I'm like, hell yeah, that's sick. Um, just trying to bring it out. It's really hard, man, because it's like, you know, the response, I'm not gonna lie, it hasn't really been too much. Like, I think the one cool thing right here, like this one time we played a gig at Last Chance when we first released it. Maybe it was about a month or two, or maybe 3 months later. I'm not really sure. But I remember like, put your hand up who's seen our EP, who's listened to our EP, The Familiar. And most of the people put their hand up. And that's probably the best response that we've gotten, to be honest. Yeah. That's it. Like, other than that, like, no one's, yeah. Other than that, to be honest, though, man, I'm not really a big fan of
Oh,
it. Like,
okay.
it's fun. At the time, it was great, but like the fact that we're writing new music now and we got new stuff, I'm just like, we've moved far from that sound, actually, completely. We've changed members. Um, yeah, yeah, the familiar, like, it got a bit of recognition here and there.
I think that's very special though. Like when you said, "Oh, who's listened to the Familiar or who's heard Pendle Hill," and a certain amount of people put their hand up. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
reckon even if five people put their hand up and said they'd listen to it, that'd feel as special as everyone.
For sure. I'll be like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like, literally, like, for just listening. Because it's like, one of the most nicest things you can do for a band is like every time there's a new band out, just maybe check them out. Why not? Why the fuck not? If you don't dig it, that's fine. Like, you don't fucking have to like us. We know, but we are a little bit like, love us. Come on. Love me.
How can you
I'm
not
your needy
love
girlfriend.
Pendle Hill?
Like it's cool though, like the fact that people do know our name. Like there's a few posts I've been to recently, and they're like, "Oh, what's your band name?" I'm like, Pendle Hill, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I've heard you. I've seen you here and there." And I'm just like, "Fuck yeah, awesome! Thank God. It's good to know that we're getting around somewhere, which is nice."
Absolutely. And playing gigs, like you played quite a lot last year and already, what, two or three this year already.
Oh man, like what are we doing this month too? And a week.
During
Like, what are
like
we doing?
3 days.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Like, we got band prac, I think, on the 20th, and then on the 22nd gig, 24th gig. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be brutal.
And of course, there was one just announced today at the Leadbeater on the 15th of September. Good start.
That's a
15th of
while away.
February, I'll start again.
Yeah. Actually, that's gonna be really fucking cool, that one. I'm really gonna enjoy that one. Sorry, I'm just trying to get up and see. I've already forgot the bed aids because this just has happened, actually. This just got announced, what, yesterday, right? Like you just said? Yeah.
Yeah, it was, or was it
Raised the
today? Very early, I think.
Today is the 8th. Oh yeah, it was really, yeah, it was today. Us, Raise the Fallen, Pillars, and
Oh, the firearms or something.
unregistered firearm. Yeah, sick name actually. See, that's cool. That's a cool fucking name. Unregistered firearm. Oh, I think that's a slam band. I heard there's a slam band on there, so I'm gonna check those guys out. I love slam. Yeah, Lee Beat is a cool venue. It's down the road from my work. 15th on February on a Sunday, and it's at
Yes.
5 p.m. Yeah, that one would be cool. And get this. Oh, how about that? And if you're under 18, you can go with your parent. That's a really
Wow.
cool thing to put on. There's not enough old age gigs.
Yeah, what, like, I mean, you want people, young kids, to get into music and get to gigs. That's why I respect
Well,
Singing Birds so much. Like, they put
yeah, they're
on
the only
so
one.
many.
They're the only one at the moment. Like, man, when I was growing up, we had Cranbourne Hall. You know, I grew up in Cranbourne. We had Phoenix Youth Center and Footscray. We had OLP, which is a Catholic primary school, in Ringwood. Wrangler, I've been to a few all ages shows there. We had just all the Freezer shows, Freezer.
I remember
Like,
Fraser, yeah.
yeah, I used to be in Freezer for like a
Oh,
year or
wow.
two. That was really fun, yeah. And yeah, like I've got to say, some of my best memories as a teenager was going to gigs every single weekend with my friends. And like I was saying, like, you got that unity there. We've made new friends, and it was just so fucking nice, man. It was so beautiful, and like, it is sad that, yeah, it's not out there, because I talked about this a lot of people as well, and they all agree. When you go, shit, man, like back in the day, the Corner Hotel, I even went to a few underage gigs there. It was some of the best moments of my teenage life. It's that escape. You're a bit troubled, you don't know what you do. You're getting fucked up with school. You got, maybe you got mental health issues. You're trying to figure shit out. Trying to figure out what to do with your future. You need to escape, man. Like, it's not easy growing up,
No.
and it's a good way to to unleash, to have that sort of outlet that's open to you. Like, I'm in Melton. Um, the guitarist of Frankenbach, he's from here. He put up a post on a community page talking about the exact same thing, and going, you know, we got community halls here. Let's run gigs here. Let's have something for the kids. Come on, like, bring them something for them, because waiting till 18 to go to a gig is, I don't know, it sounds daunting to me.
Well, and also if you're sort of teenage years, like, I hope the local scene never dies. I'm not putting a jinx on it, but
It
like,
never will.
it
Nah,
never
no
will,
way.
obviously. But I think, yeah, at the time now, it's a bit of a struggle because, insurance is going up and cost of living and all that other stuff.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. It's not easy at the moment, that's for sure. It's
No.
hard. But I ain't gonna lie though. Like, back in the day with all ages shows, there was a ruckus. There were ruckuses caused. And that's the thing. Now these days, these days, it's everyone's more restricted, like, at a socially, or yeah, I guess socially. There's just more restrictions. Like, uh like, parents are more careful with their kids now. And I got people in their 50s or 60s going, we used to never give a fuck about our kids. Not in that sort of sense, but in the sense of that, like, they used to go out and play, and then they'll just come back, and it's like, cool. But apparently there's kids out there that are just, like, they were not allowed to leave parents' sights. It's like the world's gotten more dangerous or something like that. Where I don't know, it's weird. Like I loved growing up as a kid, riding bikes and just getting lost and then finding our way back home. I feel like there's not that much of that anymore. Like society's really changed into a whole different thing. Everyone's kind of stuck in a box now, aren't we?
It seems that way, but I think we need to get out of that box. We need to,
100%.
yeah, get out into the real world. Like every time you walk out that front door is a risk.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like that at all. You shouldn't be feeling like that anyway. Like, and when you're a child, you want to explore, you know, do that, be adventurous, you know?
It's the way you learn. Like if you do
Yeah.
make mistakes or, you know, get lost as a kid, I mean, yeah, I think they're building steps. Like if you don't do that and you're just claustrophobic or just kept inside, that's not good for the
Mm.
mental health.
No, no, exactly right. Like, where's the character building? How are you gonna make mistakes with anything and learn from them, like for sure kids are getting smarter because they got so much access to the internet and you got answers at the palm of your hand, but what happened to fucking around and finding out? And yeah, just like, oh man, like just going out and going to shows was just the fucking best. It was so good, and it was like that little moment of freedom. I feel like sometimes kids these days I think they're losing freedom. I'm
Mm.
just hearing about it all the time from so many people. It's a big on the talks, especially with the older people out there, the older generation. You got your what Generation X, um, where they're all like, what's with parents now? Why are they being so cautious with their kids? Like maybe don't do that because you might actually damage them mentally.
Or worse. Yeah, I mean,
Mm. If you restrict a kid, they're going to out of listen and they'll submit, but like I don't know how that kid's going to be happy. I guess you're just going to turn them into a little awkward antisocial sort of person, or they're going to rebel. That's what I did. I rebelled. I would like sneak out the house at night and just go wherever I fucking went. Got in trouble for it, 100%. But like kids are going to rebel, and I think that's where danger starts.
I think we've all had their rebellion in us. I know, certainly
Oh
have.
yeah.
In that year
What
eight,
makes us
year
human.
nine period, I was a little shit. But
Hell yeah. I love it. So was I. I got suspended from school when I was 11 for just picking up too many fights.
oh,
You'll never see me hit anyone now. I can't hit. I can't. Okay, yeah, you see me in the mosh pits and stuff like that. Get off the stage and hit people, but
yeah,
being
but
in an actual fist fight, nah, no way, dude. No, I'll be running from it or doing what I can to calm that shit down. I can't do that. No, I will cry if I get hit or hit someone.
I don't think I actually ever got suspended from school. I got into a lot of trouble though. Fights, throwing
Yeah.
clay.
Oh, damn. So that's savage, bro.
People are probably thinking, is this the same Sam Horner we know? And it's like,
Nah. I guess you just like learn from those little. That's the thing about growing up, right? You've got all these emotions, and you don't know where to fucking place them, right?
mm,
Like whether how you are in your life. I feel like there's there's always a way. That's just how you sort of learn. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool, that's bad. You learn that's bad, and you just go, cool. I'm cool on that now. But well, where I was trying to go with this is that yeah, back in the day, I had big anger issues. I was very angry kid. I would punch holes in the walls and just yell. I would pick fights with anyone around me. If I was in a fit of rage where my hairs are going up and bright red, I'm got tears coming out, and if someone is near me, I will just go, cool, dude, we're fighting. Let's go. Yeah. I used to like hit the teachers. This is when I was 11 as well. Hitting teachers. That was the reason why I ended up having like a big. Though I ended up like running. away, and I had like I had the principal, the vice principal, and a coordinator all chasing around me. Like they all ended up cornering me pretty well. Good times.
Rhys, if anyone watching, Rhys has obviously grown up since then.
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm still picking fights when I go to gigs. Like, I'm
I-
always making sure people want to hit everyone else. No, I've definitely grown up. But like, yeah, like that was always my outlet, metal and screaming. Um, especially when I was a teenager, that fit of rage was still there. And it was always burning. So my only way to kind of calm that and get through that was to blast music. And I don't know how my sisters and my mother dealt with that, but they did. I would just yell and yell and yell with Parkway Drive or Both My Valentine or whatever, just blasting. Oh man, the house was shaking. That's just how I got through my shit. And then yeah, going to gigs, going to mosh. It was a really good outlet for me, man. And like, I feel like, you know, therapy at that time never really did anything for me either. So my therapy was music.
Which is good therapy for Matt.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's getting your emotions out and feelings and writing music or screaming or doing whatever it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, like letting your emotions go through, just not putting them onto other people is definitely a very good, healthy way of dealing with it. Yeah. Yeah, but I gotta be honest, like, man, I haven't had that fit of rage in years. Like, fuck, I had that till I was like at least 25. I was still having fits of rage. And I guess like as life goes on, I always had that outlet. But I guess yeah, life goes on. You learn from it. You learn from those sort of things on how to deal with them a lot better.
Definitely good life advice for anyone out there listening.
Yeah, you got to find your thing.
Well, I've only got one more question. I know I sent through a whole list, but if they're like so much has been covered in this chat, and
Yeah,
where do you see Pendle Hill in 5 years' time?
that's hard. Wow. See, I never. You can ask me about this in my personal life as well, and I'll still be like, I don't know. I have no clue. We don't have a 5-year plan. Was like, maybe we should make one though. But personally, what I see with Pendle Hill in 5 years is that hopefully by then we would at least have a lot more music out. Still writing, still playing shows. Just I would love to be like on tour with one of my favorite bands. Like let's say you go on tour with Diaz Murder would be really really cool. And yeah, sorry for people in the cancel culture that hated the whole thing. I don't know what it came with CJ, but um, fucking yeah, like something like that. Yeah, that would be really fucking cool to be honest. In a perfect world.
Yeah, and you never know. Like, I mean, a lot of the both Aussie bands and international bands are looking for local up and coming bands to be the support band for them. I mean, I just
Mm.
saw today that North Road is supporting the Rasmus and Suffolk Avenue supporting Head Planet Earth in Adelaide. I'm thinking that's
Mm.
pretty fucking sick.
Mm. Yeah, they've been going for a long time, those bands too. They've been going for a
Mm.
while too. So good on them. Like that's the thing. That's your win right there, isn't it? It's yeah, I never know what to expect for the future. I'm the worst person to ask that sort of question.
Well, maybe I should answer that in return and say I have no fucking idea what this
You
is going to
too.
look like in 5 years' time. Honestly, in a good way, though,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
I I'm not expecting too much out of this. I just wanting to have fun and interviewing bands and
Yeah, awesome. It's good to know at least that you see yourself still doing this in 5 years. Whether, you know, whatever happens like in life in general, it's good to know that you're still gonna this is what you like to do and you're gonna stick with it. This is your thing. That's really good to know, man.
and this is going to sound a little bit weird, but I feel like this probably should have been what I've done all along. Like, I love the audio podcast, don't get me wrong. The whole
Sick.
fuck up with Spotify, that's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like for so long I was worried about, oh, I don't want to do a WebEx or a Zoom meeting. Like, I don't know why I felt so anxious or worried about
Mm,
doing them. And now I'm just
mm,
like, this should have been done 5 years ago.
mm. That's the thing, like, should have, could have, would have. You know what I mean? It's the fact that you're doing it now is all that matters. Like, I don't know if you've seen, but I've done some covers last year. Just that by itself, I've been thinking about doing something like that since I was 19, 20. Something I always imagined in my head, me with a microphone, with a camera, and I'm screaming and I'm recording, covers. I've thought about doing that for years, and I didn't do that till I was 29. So that's the thing, right? Like in the end of the day, you're fucking doing it.
Mm. And if you're enjoying it, like I've seen some of those videos of the covers, and you can already
Yeah.
see within 2 seconds that Rhys is enjoying what he's doing, and people pick up on it straight away. If you're enjoying it,
Yeah.
probably doesn't even take 2 seconds to realize it.
No, no, you're right. Like, I always like to, show the emotion, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to stand there and be like, rah, 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 rah. Like, I want to be there. I want to be belting it, and I want to show the way I like to express myself, which is that's why I guess go so crazy at gigs or even in the covers. Like, nothing's gonna stop me from banging my head, throwing my body around while I'm doing that sort of stuff. So I'm glad that shows though.
Mm.
I really, really appreciate that. And it's like same with you, you know what I mean? You're so relaxed, you're always happy when you're doing this, or even when I see you at shows, you're always happy when you're doing that. And you can see that it's like, hell yeah, that's when you know you're passionate about something.
And I think, yeah, I totally agree with that. And I think the best way about it is to be relaxed, because if you're relaxed, the band artist, whoever you're interviewing, will feel more relaxed. If you're sort
Mm.
of anxious and doing that,
Yeah,
that's
it's got a
when.
vibe. That's right. That's right. I've learned that about myself as well. That's like sometimes when, yeah, I've had this in social situations where, I could be in a pretty low mood. That's going to ruin the mood for everyone. You know what I mean? Because one person wants to have fun, but they want to vibe off someone. When you're interacting with a human anyway, you want to have a push pull back and forth, right? And so it is important in a way to always like, especially when I'm talking about like when you're doing podcasts, just keep the energy up.
Mm,
Got to keeps it interesting, keeps it
shit.
fun.
And that's what that post the other day was about. I just said, shit stir the host and banter all you want, just don't be
Mm,
a dick.
hmm.
And that's my only rule in podcasts. If you want to shit stir me, go right ahead, do
Yay, yeah, and it's fun. No,
it.
exactly. Like, I some of the best jokes that I've had with people is when they shit stir me. I'm gonna do a shout out on Abby. She is our old bassist. That was after Brianna. And before Brighton, like that, she shit stirs me all the time. Like she was asking me about the gig that we announced the 15th of Feb, and she was all like, I might go. And I was like, look, I might not. Oh, no. So she said she won't go. And I was like, oh, yeah, I don't think I'm going to go either. And she's like, oh, well, actually, I might come then because you're not there. It's good fun when you banter that. Curtis is a person that likes to shit stir everyone as well in the most funniest way. It's fun, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Shows closeness as well.
I think the funniest shit story I've ever heard on my end was, I remember a guy that I interviewed, Neil from OCD, who's a great bloke. I have all the time in the world for. And he goes, do you actually ever sleep?
What's sleep?
Because he's like, how can you listen to all this music? I'm like, it's called going to and from gigs on a train.
Yep, that's exactly it. Oh man, before I even drove, I do it now when I drive. I'm constantly playing music, but man, I was the same, right? I would always be listening to music, got my headphones on in my own little world, looking for new bands, listen to classics, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
still
that's the
traveling, mate.
funniest question. I think a few people didn't know how to take it. I'm like, no, I know he's shit stirring me because they're all a bunch of
100%.
shit stirrers in OCD. So it was
Yeah.
just,
God damn. But that's the good thing about it. And it's funny, like that, everyone can just be happy and have a joke at it, no one's getting pissed off. You're right, don't be a dick.
yeah.
Don't be a dick. Being a dick, like, for no reason or anything. Yeah. Just be nice. Just be a nice, honest human. Is all it's about.
100% agree with that. And I'm just going to clear things up. Everyone that I've interviewed has not been a dick.
Oh, that's so
They've been a
nice. There
funny
you go.
dick, but no, everyone's been super chilled. And this is no
Oh, so
exception,
cool.
obviously.
Hell yeah. Well, that's it. Oh, that's so sweet of you, actually. But yeah, I've seen a few of your interviews before, and yeah, they always look so chill. Always look
Mm.
so chill and relaxed and just fun. So I'm so glad to be here as well. So I'm really happy that we're doing this. I've been wanting to do this for ages.
Oh, same here. And when I saw, oh, I've still got a date in January free, I'm like, wow, I'll leave that for Rhys.
Yeah, when I mentioned to you, I was like, "Get me on." You're like, "Oh, I actually was going to ask you." I was like, "Yeah, let's go," because I was talking to so many people. Like, I want to do more podcasts. Ever since I did one with Killer, I was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Sam, I want to get on with Sam."
Nah, I wanted Rhys on for so long. And when I saw that date free, I'm like, no, we've got to have Rhys on before the end of
Oh.
January. And in the end, it was early January.
Oh man, I'm sensing a vibe right now. I feel like we're connecting. This is sweet. This is very wholesome.
Oh. Well, will it stay wholesome with the next thing? Because now the tables get turned. I'm
Yeah,
sure
they
it'll
do.
still stay wholesome.
Yeah, it so will. They're like, so yeah, so I'm gonna ask you questions now.
Yeah, and far away, anything's.
All right. What is an artist that you would dream of interviewing?
Oh, I love that question. I'm going to go with an Aussie and an international.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
I would love to interview either Sam Carter from Architects or Ollie Sykes from Bring Me the Horizon.
those are good names. Sam Carter's awesome. I met him once.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, at a sighting. But no, those are good names. That would be really fucking cool, right? Yeah, that's a goal.
And Australian, well, that doesn't get actually any easier. I'm going to say Alpha Wolf just because how huge
Cool.
they are at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. They're cool people. I know I've known Lockie from years way back. I used to play gigs with his old band and my old band, Earth Ender into the Gallows. Good
Wow.
days. He's a funny guy. He's fun. He was always hanging with Alpha Wolf then, before he even joined. Yeah.
But no, I think any of
Oh,
those
cool.
three. Obviously, Parkway would be the ultimate dream, but
Mm. Have you thought about doing podcasts like outside of your room, like taking your microphone, going out to a festival or something?
this gets brought up quite a bit from people, and I have actually
Cool.
been put on the spot a couple of times where have I wanted to, and
Mm.
I actually got to be honest, I think I could see a future of going out to festivals or to gigs. I'd need to
Yeah.
update my equipment. My phone's that old. It probably wouldn't do a recording.
Oh,
But
feels.
it definitely is something I have thought about the last few years, Reese, and definitely not
Mm.
off the cards in the future.
It's a cool idea. Like, these days, what equipment would you need? Like, you need a camera, a microphone,
That's probably
and
it.
that's it, right? Yeah, and you just take that anywhere you fucking go.
Yeah.
For
Well,
any gig.
yeah, and they're probably not that expensive, the microphones. Like, I bought ones for audio podcasting, and they were only about
Mm.
$150, and they were good quality mics.
Mm. You know, a mate of mine bought those tiny small mics that you can just plug into your phone. It's got like a wireless receiver that you just put into your charger input, and it just works. And you know what? It was $10 and it sounded really good. It might not last long, but you can probably buy like 10 of those and it will last. You'll have heaps for ages.
Well, this is giving me all food for thought of what I maybe will happen in the future.
Yeah, it's a cool idea to be honest. And like that way, yeah, you could have your own settings. I guess oh, you'll need a tripod as well. That's always
Yeah.
one. You can get a cheap one for like $30. I can give you one actually. I think I've got a spare one somewhere. Yeah, that's a vibe.
But I do like both those questions, but the second one in particular, because it is actually something I do get asked quite a bit.
Cool. That's cool. How about that? Yeah, maybe it's a sign.
Maybe 2027, maybe?
Maybe. Have you thought about moving away from Warrigal and closer to the city at all?
That's the second most question I get
I thought so. I had a
asked.
feeling. It's like, yes, save you on travel.
Um, it has crossed my mind a few times moving
Mm,
closer to the city, but given I've got a good steady job here in Warrigal, like I could probably get a transfer in
mm.
hospitality, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I've always been a regional boy. Like
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Like, it is, to be honest, because like, yeah, you've always lived in Warrigal your whole life, right?
about
I can
35 of my almost 40 years.
Damn, it's a long time. I can see how that's a scary move. It's a whole
Mm,
big move to make, isn't it? It's a big food for thought for that one as well. But it's
yeah,
like, when you think about scary things to do, it could be really exciting. When you think about it, like hospitality, man, like I've always worked in the city because it's just so easy to find a job. There's jobs everywhere. Like it's the best thing about working in hospo is the fact that I don't think you'll ever have a problem looking for a job.
no, because
Ever.
everyone needs a bartender, everyone needs
Yeah.
a hospitality manager, food runner, pass supervisor, whatever the job may be.
Yeah, chefs, everything. Yep.
Mm,
Always looking. And you'll never run out, really, when it comes to that. The only thing is that, living is, yeah, that is hard. Like when I was living in St. Kilda, I had a mate that had a one-bedroom apartment for like at the time, this was like 6 years ago, for like $350 a week. It was one little tiny one-bedroom apartment. It worked out for him pretty well. Um, but that was 6 years ago. I don't know how a one
I,
bedroom apartment would cost now, but
I
fuck.
don't want to know. Probably.
Pretty intense.
Yeah.
But
Well,
no.
especially St Kilda and CBD area. Like maybe if you moved out to Noble Park or something, it might not be so bad. But
True. Don't have to move to the city. That's right. Yeah. Noble Park. I've heard it's really cheap there at the moment. Same with Dandenong.
well, and I think if I was to move to Melbourne, I'm not saying I would. I think it wouldn't be CBD. Like it wouldn't be a
Mm.
Richmond. It wouldn't be a Carlton, Fitzroy. It would be
Mm.
somewhere further out.
In the burbs, yeah.
Yeah, in the
Yeah, the burbs where it's
burbs.
at. Yeah.
Is
It's
Warrigal
really
almost?
are.
Warrigal's got to be close to being considered a burb of Melbourne. Like if Craigieburn is,
I need to look at Warrigal on a map for this because
uh,
I'm just kind of like, oh, I've seen where Warrigal is before, and to me, it looks so regional.
yeah,
So I'm just like, damn. Like it's funny because where I live in Melton,
no,
just 10 minutes down the road, it's Bacchus, well, yeah, Bacchus Marsh, and that's considered to be the country.
yeah. So how close is Melton to being regional then? I mean,
Like the cusp, like the
yeah,
cusp, like as I think Melton is like the last suburb. It's kind of like a Craigieburn, the last suburb of like city, I guess you can say. And then after that is Paddocks, and
yeah.
that's it. There's nothing after that. Nah, dude, come on, Warrigal. That's so far away. What are you talking about? Oh, it's funny. It's right near Druin. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, dude, come on. That's so far away. I wouldn't consider that.
Okay, all
Like,
right.
no, Guernsey even country. Pakenham, people call Pakenham country. That's pretty funny.
We got into geographical stuff, have we now?
Yeah, like, this is what happens every time. All right, I'm gonna ask you another question. Have you ever thought about playing an instrument at all?
Another thing that's crossed my mind, not necessarily, no.
No, fair enough. You just really, really like listening to music.
I really like listening to music and hearing the stories about the bands and
Mm,
sharing
okay.
my thoughts on the music as well.
Yeah. What else about music do you like when you listen to it?
I like a good song with a backstory. I love backstories with songs.
Me too. Yeah. Backstories are always something about stories, right?
And the other thing is that I love about music is when a band that I've followed or supported or interviewed gets a big support slot.
Mm, that's always a vibe.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Have you thought about playing like the ukulele?
Interesting instrument choice. I could be in a metal band with a ukulele.
Yes! Come on! Who's
Hey,
done that?
if Electric Callboy can do German metal dubstep, or Bring Me the
Oh
Horizon
yeah.
can do whatever they do, it's
Her last sight has a bazooki.
a bazooki.
Bazooki goes hard. Um, or Bloody Wood, they have like they got like sitars and other like Indian um classic instruments.
Wow.
That's the best of the words I've got right now. Um, I was gonna ask, what was your first album that you ever bought?
Ooh, a curveball there. My
Yeah.
first album was Use Your Illusion 1 by Guns N' Roses.
Ooh, good album. I was really into that growing up.
Sick album. Actually, both Use Your Illusions were great albums.
Mm.
People might hate me for this, say number one's better, but
Well, who cares? Because if you like it, then no one that does. That's all that matters.
I think just given the Coma and November Rain were on number one and Double Jive. Oh
Mhm.
no, Double Jive Talking was. Or was Double Jive Talking one? I can never remember.
Don't remember either. But
I
November
need the
Rain goes
list
hard.
in front of me.
The amount of music you listen to, bro. Yeah, you need your list. I don't see you memorizing these names.
No. Brain's getting a bit frizzled, I think, of remembering all these songs.
There's very few albums I've really like so much where I can go, cool, that's the next song. That's the next song. I can list a whole album. But don't test me on that, please. Because I have to be listening to it. But what is your most favorite album, like of all time, all through your life,
Ooh.
would be something that you like the most?
That's a good question. I feel like at the time I wasn't a massive fan of this band, but when I first heard Sempiternal by Bring Me the
Mm.
Horizon,
You weren't a fan of it at first.
like I hadn't heard much of Bring Me the Horizon before, obviously Sleepwalking and Shadow Moses, and
Mm.
then I heard that album, and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta go back and listen to the
Mm.
rest of the albums." And then I just fell in love with Bring Me straight after
Yeah.
that. Even That's the Spirit. I know a lot of people don't like that album,
I
don't
love
like
that album.
Ammo, but That's the
Hammer was
Spirit.
alright.
Like, Happy Song and fucking Follow You and True Friends. I mean,
Yeah. Great song. Happy song was
I
sick.
just love that chorus. Sing aloud, every fucking louder to a hat. Yeah, I won't do an Ollie Sykes
Yeah.
impersonation.
Sing it louder. Fucking oh dude, that's another good song that is example of like what I really like in music in general is like the fact that it's melodic and it's heavy. And plus it got those cheer chants.
Yeah,
Spirit.
I love
Spirit.
that.
Spirit. That's
Spirit,
fun.
that's the
That
spirit.
that album was great. I love that album. And Sempiternal, when that came out, when I first heard Shadow Moses, I never really hated that at all. I've got to say though, I was disappointed because of the change. You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, bring back Suicide Season, bring back, bring. Fuck,
Go to
what was the
hell
first
for heaven's
album?
sake. No, what's is that Bring Me the Horizon? I've got the wrong band, I think.
It is
Yeah.
just different. That's That's on Sempiternal, I think.
It's a song off Sempiternal. You're an idiot. Oh.
Oh, Count Your Blessings. There we go. That's the album I was
That's
thinking of. Go back to
oh
Count Your Blessings.
yeah. Count Your Blessings, not a song off Sempiternal. Yeah, when I
I do
said
it all the
go to
time.
hell for heaven's sake, I'm like, oh shit, I think I've just realised that's an actual song on
Yeah.
Sempiternal.
Is that from the Horizon? Happens to me
Oh,
all the time, though. That's the thing. Like, oh, you know what sucks the most is when you got a song stuck in your head, but you don't know the name of the song or the band.
happens
And
to
I'm
me
just
all the
like trying to
time.
look for it.
I generally type the lyrics into Google and then
Oh, that's
just
good.
hope the song matches the song. But if the
Perfect.
lyrics are like, can you, and it's literally in every fucking song.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh shit, now I've got 3,500 songs to listen to to figure it out. The
It's
most
good.
commonly used words.
Yeah.
That would be Pendle Hill will be on that somewhere as well because my vocabulary sucks. Like I've tried so hard recently to broaden my vocabulary. I even got an app that's called Vocabulary, and every day it shows me a new word and what it means. Hasn't really helped. So every time I write lyrics, I'm a lot more like, stop using the word you, stop using the word I, stop using these words. I'm just trying to cancel myself out of words. Try to use less words, but say a lot with them. It's hard. Goddamn, English sucks for me.
Oh, well, you know what does actually suck is
Mm.
that this has to end.
No, no, nah, fair to be honest. It's been how long, an hour and a half. Oh, that does suck. I've been having fun to be honest. Like usually I'm in bed snoozing, but I've been having a ball, man.
Yeah. I would love to keep going, but it's like 20 past 11 and I'm like,
Yeah, got work in the morning.
oh, I don't have work. Oh, I don't have work, but I've got to get up at like 8:30 to go out for breakfast. It's like,
Hey, that'll be nice, at least. Hell yeah.
yeah. Then come
But no.
home, quickly change, and then off to Frankston for the Nicolas Cage fighter show, which will be awesome.
Oh yeah, good luck with the weather for that one. But that will be an awesome show. Nicolas Cage fighter, they're fucking sick. I love
Yeah,
those guys.
love
Nick's
that
a really
album.
nice guy.
Arguably the one of the best albums of 2025.
Hell yeah. No, 100% right. Goes hard.
Yeah. When I heard Garden of the Grieving Mother and I watched it burn, I'm like, holy fucking shit, this is gonna be an album.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently they were sitting on that for a while too. So it was so good to see they got to releasing it. Apparently they're
Mm.
sitting on it for ages. So no. And it
Regional
ended up being
boys
a
as
great
well.
release. Yeah, yeah. Ballarat gang.
Yeah. Oh,
Love
well,
Ballarat.
as I say, I hate the end of the interview because Rhys, this has been awesome. I've loved every minute of it.
Oh, me too, man. Absolutely. We should do it again.
Yeah, that's the best piece of feedback I love hearing is when the band wants to come back.
Yeah,
Like,
no, 100%, dude. I'll do this again. This has been sick. Yeah. But no, thank you so much for having me tonight, man. Really
oh,
appreciate it.
absolute ball. Please check out Pendle Hill if you haven't. Make sure you get to
Yeah, listen to us.
Traralgon or Metal for the Mutts or the
Yeah.
Leadbeater next month.
Yeah. Damn, that's a lot of shows. But yeah, please
Or
come
turn
help
up to
us.
all three if you like it that
Yeah.
much.
Come have fun. I'll be drinking, being my own mess, and I will be there just for the yarns.
I love it.
Hell yes.
All right, Rhys. Well, you enjoy
Sam?
what's left of Thursday evening, and I'll send
Thanks,
you
man. You
this
too.
link once it's uploaded, and I'll hope to catch you at a show soon.
Awesome. Hope to see you at the show too, man. You have a good night, and yeah, thanks for having me again.
No worries at all. Catch you, Rhys.
See you, bro.
See ya.